Hello, I'm Rythian, and this is TERA. First things first, this is a sponsored video, the third of the three I've done in cooperation with Enmasse Entertainment. And this is going to be the video where I talk a little bit about my experiences doing this whole thing, running a guild, inviting people, and the BAM, aka Big Ass Monster event I just did today. It was about, I want to say maybe an hour ago that it finished, and it was kind of fun, if a little bit laggy and a little bit chaotic. Generally, I've had a good time with TERA. Overall, I feel like it's an okay game. There are some definite strengths, but also a fair amount of weaknesses in it. I don't really see myself playing it much beyond this. I might play a little bit, because I kind of want to hit a little bit higher level and try out a couple of more things, but overall, it's not really gonna take my attention away from World of Warcraft. That's my MMO, and it always has been. And I think if I were to try any other MMO, it would probably be Final Fantasy XIV. That said, it's very unique in the way how it worked. I mentioned this all the way back in the first video, and I talked about it in the second video I did with Kim. But it's really fun combat-wise. I've now, since I've played a lot more than I did then, gotten to experience some of the more harder stuff. I've done a couple of dungeons and some of the bigger monsters, and it does feel pretty cool when there's a little bit more danger to it, and you're not instantly just one-shotting everything as you go. I feel that endgame, I would like to experience endgame, because that's when I think things really start happening. I mean, it's the same thing in World of Warcraft right now, really. Like, leveling up is going to be extremely easy. There's not really going to be any challenge, and you're not really going to be tested. So, I mean, I'm not surprised that it's the same in TERA, and yeah, although I guess it's even simpler in TERA, I suppose. But I suspect endgame could be pretty fun, like especially if they have some cool quest lines or some interesting higher difficulty dungeons and so on. Properly dodging abilities and avoiding AoE, hitting where you want to, optimizing your rotation, that sort of stuff. That could probably be pretty cool. Of course, it has the advantage above other MMOs that it is free to play, so it is worth giving a shot if you think it sounds like something for you. Overall, I made a guild. That was part of what I was supposed to do for this whole thing. I named it the Marked because I was super into Dishonored at the time. I mean, when am I not into Dishonored? I pretty much always am. We had a cool logo, and it ended up filling the guild up entirely. We had like at least 280 plus unique accounts out of the 300, and because there's a max limit of 300 in the guild, which I really don't understand. I don't see the harm in having bigger guilds personally, but 300 is what it was. And most of the people were pretty regular. Like, there were, I want to say maybe half of them hadn't logged in for a couple of days when I last checked, but it seemed pretty fine. There seemed community had grown. People are talking to each other, getting to know each other, doing quests and stuff together, so it was kind of cool. Felt a little bit weird, like making a guild where everyone sort of knew who I was, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, Rythian's here! Hi, Rythian!" It's strange. It's not something I'm used to. I mean, I don't really consider myself a celebrity or anything, but like I understand the like, you know, Rob Kaczynski and whatever from the Warcraft movie, who plays in a guild and then no one really knows who he is, because you just want to be a guy when you play a game. You know, you don't necessarily want to be the big thing. So if I were to play TERA seriously, I probably wouldn't have my own guild and running things. I'd just join an existing guild and just be some person. But for the limited time I've done this, for this little event thing, I've had a lot of fun. The Mark seemed like a couple of cool, like definitely some cool people. Which is good, because I had to decide who to give out rewards to. The permanent mount flying thing, I ended up pretty simply just like making a list of codes that people had to do. They had to go through a little bit of effort, so it wasn't just like instantly click and copy paste. So, but a lot of people got their flying lion, very noisy lion, but you know, it can fly, so that's pretty cool. When it comes to the Shuriken, though, I had to basically just decide it in a better way, and I ended up choosing SilvaDraconis, who should be on screen now, yeah. Congratulations on your Shuriken. I will be signing it as soon as it gets to me. I currently don't have it yet, so, you know, it might take some time, but either way, I will sign it to you. I will contact you, and you can give me your address, and I will send it to you, and everything will be awesome, hopefully. So congratulations on that one. For the rest of you in the market, like, it's been awesome playing with you guys. It was really especially cool, the BAM event towards the end. We got 50 plus people showing up in the middle of the night for me, but a lot of people showed up, a lot of people stayed up, or, you know, postponed studying for their exams and stuff, which not necessarily the wisest course of action, but I appreciate it. It was pretty cool. I have some footage of it going on right now. Generally, it started, the GM basically spawned in a bunch of big monsters over and over with a harder and harder difficulty. In the beginning, because the main group of people were all max level, they just one-shot them. And in the end, they were starting to get a little bit hard, and then me, poor little level 33 ninja, just instantly died. So, you know, there's that. But we did pretty well, actually. I think we got further than most of the guilds that had done before us. Although I suspect, like, any 10-man team of 65s can probably make it pretty far as well. Either way, we did pretty well, and I'm proud of the mark for getting as far as we did. I think that's mostly it. It's mostly what I wanted to say. This was just going to be a pretty short video about everything that went on. The idea of playing with fans was an interesting experience, and I think it's something that could be fun to do every now and then, just to interact with you guys and everyone who, you know, is a quote-unquote fan of me, or whatever you want to call it. It's kind of fun. But for something, like I said, for something longer, for something more permanent, I probably would just want to be anonymous in a thing. But it was fun, and I enjoyed myself more than I thought, I'm going to say. Again, I gotta say, I'd love to be able to play the ninja with a different race and a different gender. I think that would be really cool if I could customize it a little bit more. But, I mean, there are, I want to say, about at least 4 other classes that can be every race and every gender, so that's pretty cool. It's just the later classes that have been shut up later on that are, like, locked to a specific race and gender. Or a few, at least. It's pretty cool. There's some really cool-looking classes in the game that I do kind of want to give a go, just to see if they grab me a lot. I guess I just wish, like, the leveling experience was less face-rolly. But that's how it is. That's sort of always how it is. Anyway, that's it for TERA. I hope you've enjoyed these videos. Thank you everyone for watching, and until next time, goodbye.